It's recording.
Don't be ridiculous. Everybody wants it. Everybody wants the earth.
Hello and welcome to episode 3.
Hello.
It took us so long to set up today that I have forgotten where we are, what we're doing, and what we're meant to be talking about. Where are we?
We are in the studio.
Yes,
We're-
the pod lab.
Yeah, you've been sitting there nice and cozy. I've been running about like a headless chicken getting everything set up today. It took a bit longer than usual.
Everything just went a bit haywire, but it's
Yeah.
fine.
It doesn't matter now. We're recording.
Yes, and I just sat here and just went testing.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Because I've seen that's what you do.
The
Oh.
test. 1, 2,
Oh, he's a
1, 2, 3.
professional.
1, 2.
That's like some weird like ASMR.
Lens 1 or lens 2.
That is very ASMR. Stop
Yeah.
it, I'll get tingly. Anyway,
Okay.
what is this? It's Not That Deep. It's Not That Deep podcast, and it's episode 3.
Yes, it
And
is.
you are?
I am Samuel Wickens,
Do you have a title of what are you?
proprietor.
Oh, what? I don't know what that big word means.
I don't know, but I've seen it on signs and I like it.
Nice. Okay, and I'm Kirsty Mick,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just a tattooer, to be honest.
Tattoo artiste.
Artiste. I don't know. I'm stuttering. Honestly,
You've had too much Red Bull today.
stop telling people about my drug addiction.
Caffeine.
I am. Do you know when caffeine makes you like sweat?
Yeah, I can see it in the lights.
Well, that's not good. Makeup help me. And if I do like a little bit shiny, that's probably why. And also, I have just been sat here for God knows how
Yeah.
many hours.
But let's just bring it back. We
Sorry,
have just started the
My brain is
podcast.
gone. Yeah.
We've introduced ourselves as we like to do.
Yeah. And I would like to ask you how your week has been.
My week has been okay. It's been a bit of a
dear.
stressful week.
Yeah. Okay. It's not the best.
No, it's been a bit stressful. I feel like I have just not stopped this entire week from
Yeah, you do a
editing the
lot.
podcast. I've got a lot of fights I've been editing. I'm doing some stuff with a marketing company.
Yes.
So it's just been pillar to post.
Yeah, you've been
From
doing.
dusk till dawn.
Oh, you've been doing a lot. I haven't really.
You've been tattooing.
I did that. I had a lovely week tattooing. Had a really nice time. I had a client who flew over, very fancy, to get 2 days in a row, like a bad bitch. Didn't feel a thing. Well, she probably did, but didn't move.
And that was the back piece.
Yeah, it was great. It was really fun.
It looked lovely.
Thank you. I
looked
think she liked
delicious.
it. It was very good. And then I had another client who got like a very meaningful tattoo, and it was really pretty, and I loved that. And then I had another client who just gave me free rein, just let me do whatever I want. So I did like a vase and some flowers and a wee bit gothy, and it was really. I just had like a really nice week.
That would be nice though. Free rein.
I love free rein.
It would take a lot of trust
Yeah, it
for someone to
does.
put into you.
Oh, I do not take that lightly.
No. Well, I've seen the side of it where you're drawing and designing. I know how much thought you put into it there.
Yeah, even when it is free rein, I still try and get like a vibe from
Yeah.
people. Like, I'm not going to give them something really like creepy with like eyeballs and spiders and if they feel a little bit lighter in their vibe, if they feel more like a flowery or a botanical kind of person.
Yeah.
So I try to kind of
Well, you
base
know
it on
what
the person.
Yes, you know what kind of the vibe wants or needs,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what people would want. Like you're talking to them,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of get a bit of information from them before you just
Yeah.
draw and design something.
Yeah, because it might not have, like, I know we've talked before about like meaning within tattoos, and it doesn't mean that free rein doesn't have a meaning to the person. I do try to kind of make it mean something, especially I'll try and put something in that, you all right there with your wee drink?
Very thirsty today. It's good weather. Sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
I don't even know what I was saying.
You were saying about free rein. You're always trying to put something into the tattoo.
Oh, the meaning of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I always try and put some sort of meaning. But I was going to ask you if you had any meaningful tattoos.
Yes, I would say most of them do have meaning.
Really?
I look at tattoos similarly to songs,
Okay.
and I put a song out a few weeks ago on YouTube, and I'd done a bit of an interview about it, and I was saying about when I wrote the song, it meant something, And then by the time I released the song and I had made a music video, the meaning completely changed.
What song was that?
Passover.
Oh, I like that one.
So I think there's a similarity in tattoos. You may get a tattoo and you don't really have much meaning attached to it at the time.
Can I just interrupt you for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
For just audio listeners, Sam is wearing a ridiculous hat and sunglasses. Can we please remove the sunglasses so I don't feel like I'm talking to Crocodile Dundee?
There we go. The sunglasses. Can I? Sorry to go before I go back to the story of
Oh,
why.
got a new tab open. Tab, tab, tab.
Yes, so many tabs are open. But just before I finish the story about the meaning in tattoos and how I find similarities,
Yeah.
the reason I'm wearing sunglasses is I had a bad run-in with the sun,
Yes.
and I have a bit of. I'm a bit sun-kissed. Let's
Ooh.
say that.
Can
on
you
my
see
face.
it? Pull your wee hat up and see if you can see. Can you see him? Okay, it doesn't look that bad in the monitor. I think you
No.
look okay. I think in person it's different.
Yeah, so I didn't want anyone to make any remarks. But
Well, no, just drawing attention to it. It's fine.
just a segue back to the story, just to pass over that story about the sunburn.
Oh, going back to the song called Passover.
Exactly.
Wow, we're getting
So-
good at these segues.
Similarities. When you get a tattoo, you might not have a meaning attached to it at the time. But there's nothing wrong with something, attaching a meaning to it further down the line.
That's a really good point, actually.
And
I
I
would
think
definitely have that.
Yeah, I think people think that a meaningful tattoo is a tattoo that had meaning at the time of getting it.
Yeah.
But there's times whenever you may get a tattoo and something in your life, whether it be, any experiences or whatever it is, and you're like, hold on, that tattoo is very similar to that.
Yeah.
Or let's say you bump into someone and they have a similar tattoo and you're friends, you're like, wow, all
Yeah.
of a sudden that tattoo has meaning.
Yeah.
So
That makes a lot of sense.
I would say the absolute majority of my tattoos now have meaning.
You've like put a meaning, a post meaning after
Yeah.
the fact. You put a meaning to it.
And I think that's still nice.
Yeah.
But if somebody gets tattoos because they just like the look of it, there's also meaning there. They still, the meaning is that they enjoy that art style or they just enjoy the aspect of getting tattooed.
Yeah, that as
So-
well. Yeah. They just like to look tattooed, and maybe at that time in their life, they just like that particular vibe or look.
Yeah.
I very famously went through a pastel goth phase.
Yes, you did.
She loved that. And I got a lot of like pastel goth tattoos. Not a lot, just a few. And that was a chapter
Yeah.
of like what I was into. And then before that, I've got Trash Polka, if anybody knows or remembers when Trash Polka was like a thing. I'm sure some people still get it now, but
I think
know,
it's cool.
I
still
think it
it's
is cool. I just wouldn't get any more of it. But, we kind of, they're like little chapters in your life. So, like, that's the meaning for them. And I did have someone, because I asked, obviously, on Instagram, if anyone, or what was like their most meaningful tattoos. And I had someone who had said to me that their tattoos didn't have meanings, but the meaning was that they had body autonomy. Like, they had the choice to put that on their body. And I've heard that quite a lot, that it doesn't mean, a lot of people get like florals and stuff and they're like, I just like flowers, I just like how they look. And it's just that I want to put it here. I've definitely had other people who said like they've been through a divorce and they said like their partner, when they were in the marriage, didn't want them to get tattoos. So when they came out of the marriage and had the divorce, they were like, fuck it, I'm going to get all these tattoos because it's my body, it's my choice. And I'm just going to do this, which is, I think, really cool.
Yeah. It's finding there's more than one meaning. I think sometimes people assume tattoo meaning is this elaborate story behind the tattoo or a lot of details within the tattoo. But what a tattoo means to you and me is two different things. And I think that is the true meaning
That is the
of Christmas, of tattoos.
of Christmas.
I love Christmas, but
What is your most meaningful? Go on, give us an example of something that you have on you. It can be deep. I know this is obviously it's not that deep, but maybe it is this time.
I would say the deepest meaning tattoo, is that what you're asking?
Kinda, yeah.
So I would say my deepest one is the one that says not dead yet.
Which I love.
And that was the first one I think you tattooed on me.
Yeah,
wasn't
it's like obviously if you can't really see it, but it's like kind of just writing like not dead yet with like a kind of fading.
it? Well, what you can
kind
do
of
is
effect.
include a photo of this. And then what is your most meaningful tattoo?
My hand.
And what is on your hand?
My hand is my ex, my big straight edge. Can you see it?
Straight edge.
Straight edge.
I could have just glossed over that, but why?
I think it's best not to at this time because we'll look back at it and I'll be like, oh, I just sound like an idiot.
Mr. Stage. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Stop.
All right, I'm not making you laugh anymore this week.
No, it's good. I find you quite funny. I'm sure other people find you quite
So
funny.
back on, explain your tattoo, please.
Mr. Ditch.
I love how we're talking about deep, meaningful tattoos, and it's just erupted into laughter.
Do you know what's really funny? I don't know if it's because I'm like warm or I've had a Red Bull, but I'm really out of breath as well.
I think that's just fitness.
It's just like, let's just all go over here and breathe for a while.
Yeah, don't breathe into the microphone.
No, nobody needs that. That
No.
sounds very intimidating. I don't know. But yes, my hand, my X, which obviously means straight edge,
Yes.
which is sobriety, but in a kind of different take. So, like, obviously, you're sober
Yes.
as well, and I'm sober. You've been sober for
Flip.
a long time. Is it 10 years?
10 years.
Maybe?
I think it was 10 years in February. Yeah.
And we didn't celebrate it at all. Did you know it was 10 years?
I've known it's every year, but you know, there's nothing
Yeah.
to celebrate. I celebrate every day being sober.
Yeah.
I don't need a 10
It's a
year
good
mark.
vibe.
Yeah.
And it's not like, whenever I talk about how I feel about sobriety, I never want to like shit on people. It's just my
No, no, no.
opinion
Yeah.
of alcohol is slightly different. Yours is forever your reasons for being sober. My reasons is just more of a... So straight edge is like radical sobriety where I'm like actively against alcohol within our society. I don't want to get on my little high horse and start like talking about it too much, but it's just it affected my life so negatively and I see it around me, or I have seen it around me in the past, how it affects you very negatively. And so I wanted to kind of put the X on the hand because back in the day when it was kind of connected to like music and the punk scene, they would have X's on the back of their hand when they went into bars and stuff to show that they were sober, that they were straight edge. And so I wanted to put the X on my hand just to kind of symbolize that.
Yeah.
Which it means
And
a
your
lot to
beliefs
me.
are different than everyone else's. You know, as
Yeah.
you said, you don't want to shame anyone.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Everyone has their thing.
And there's people that are straight edge that even not look down, but they say that caffeine.
Yeah, caffeine and
Do you know, so even with
veganism
straight-
goes with it as well.
Yeah, so even in straight edge, there's like seems to be tiers. Like some
Yeah.
people would be like, "You're not a real straight edger because
People
you
probably
drank
would.
Red Bull."
Yeah, literally, people probably would shit on it because I have caffeine, which I guess is technically a type of drug, but then so is like paracetamol and da 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 da.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm not like the most strict straight edge because I would have caffeine.
The way I like to look at it, sobriety is personal.
Yeah,
How I view myself sober is different than how somebody else could class themselves as sober because they don't take hard drugs anymore,
Yeah.
but they may enjoy a beer. They
Exactly.
may class themselves as sober. And if that is how I like to look at the word sober, is there was a whatever kind of drug or anything that was affecting my life negatively, I've cut it out and I'm not using it anymore. I am sober minded. So if somebody has a beer, whatever, like I have my own views on alcohol and all of that, just because
Yeah.
of how it affected me. But if somebody can go out and enjoy 1 or 2 beers at the weekend,
yeah,
I'm like, hey, I'm not judging anyone.
No,
I
no.
I couldn't do it because 1, 2 beers would turn into 1,000.
yeah.
But that's how
That's fine.
that's my sober journey.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
different.
it's
to everyone.
personal, but it was a big kind of thing for me to have it on my hand because it was really like a statement for me going forward. I think I got that when I was maybe like 3 years, like kind of straight edge, and I got it done by a straight edge artist, and that was all important to me.
So we'll include a photo of both of our meaningful tattoos. I think
well,
that
you
would be
didn't
nice.
explain yours.
Well, mine says "not dead yet."
Yeah.
It's kind of a bit more self-explanatory.
Yeah,
than
my ex.
than a big X. It
Yeah.
is. Yeah, it's just that I'm not dead yet. It's a good reminder.
Yeah,
it's
you've been
good.
through a lot, and
Yeah,
you're not dead yet. That's good.
and I
Good for you.
and I like it, and you done it, and it's a beautiful tattoo.
It's actually kind of similar to the semicolon tattoo. Someone had
Yes.
messaged me saying that their semicolon tattoo was like very important to them. And obviously, if I get this meaning wrong, I apologize, but I think it's meant to be where a sentence should have ended but didn't.
okay.
And I think
okay.
it's like a similar thing where something should have ended or could have
Yeah.
ended, but it didn't. They took the step to kind of keep going.
And I think there's
that's pretty
also
cool.
beauty in getting it tattooed. It's almost like it didn't beat me. I
Yeah.
beat it to the point where I can mark my body with it and still keep going.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Pardon the language, but it is pretty badass.
I think you can say
Um,
ass.
I don't know. I don't like it. But it is, and there's people that there's a lot of cryptic tattoos where someone that doesn't know, it may look a certain way, but they wouldn't know that there's a meaning behind it.
Oh, I love them. Yeah.
Do you know, there's a lot of them where
Yeah.
it would be very deep, meaningful. I don't want to get into the harsh parts of it, but
Yeah.
I know that there is ones out there where if you knew what you were looking for, you'd understand the meaning behind it. So
Yeah.
that would obviously give someone an incredible amount of kind of, I don't even, strength, maybe?
I don't know. I
would be
think
the word.
tattoos are something special. Obviously, I'm biased, but like I do think they have like this power to help you get through something and kind of mark it on your skin and then move past. It's like a closure kind of
Yes.
thing. So like I saw a lot of people were saying that they have meaningful tattoos about like their grandparents
Yeah.
passing, and they got something that would like remind them of them. And my granddad passed at the start of the year, and immediately I was like, I want to get something for him that will remind me of him. And I still do want to get it, I just haven't had the chance yet. But I wanted to get something that made me think of him, but not in like a sad way, just like a reminder. And I
Well-
think that's a really good thing to do.
It's something that it's on your skin, it can't be taken.
Yeah.
Do you know, I always joked about that I have a lot of writing on me,
Yeah.
and they're very introspective kind of things, and I see it as like a list of rules. Do you know, I've got them marked on
Yeah.
my body where it could be things that I see as morally correct or ways to live life,
Yeah.
and by kind of marking it on my body, it's like, right,
Yeah.
that's how I should live. Other people can see it, they can read it. I've got a full religious back piece and it's just
Yeah.
all scripture. I think that's for me, I'm like, okay, do you know, that's how I should live life.
Yeah.
Um,
I love your back piece. Can we put a photo of your back piece on the Instagram?
yes, we can.
It's not finished. We still have a few more bits to do on it, but I love it. Now, obviously, you are religious.
Yes.
I am not. So that's a bit of a
Well, I think
Interesting
we
dynamic.
should devote. Is that the word? Devote?
yeah, devote.
Yeah. I don't know why my brain is blank. We should devote an entire episode to that
Yeah.
because there's so many things in that I am religious and I'm a Christian
Yes.
and you're not.
No.
And I think there is so many things that go on there, and from the outside, a lot of people are like, "How does that work?" But
Yeah, I have a lot of people ask me because
Yeah.
they're like, you don't give the vibe that you would be with someone who is Christian.
Yes.
I think it's because obviously a lot of my stuff is very gothic, some of it's quite satanic, and I think just they feel like the vibes don't go together. But I'm so interested in your faith, and I love asking you questions.
So I think
It's very
we would
interesting.
need a full episode
Yeah.
to really dive into that
Maybe
because
we'd
there's
have
a
to do
lot
like
of
a
stories
question
and
box.
stuff. Yes, I think that would be cool.
Yeah, and I was gonna say actually one of like you were saying about writing and having a lot of writing. I have a Buddhist mantra on my leg from when I practiced Buddhism. But I can't speak today.
Buddhism. It's like you were lagging in real life.
I am lagging. I'm lagging and sweating. It's not a good look.
Gotta stop that Red Bull.
It's fine. It's okay. Anyway, I have
You'll
a
be
Buddhist
grand.
mantra.
I'll fix it in post.
Yeah. When you say just there's a visual of me just matte.
Yeah.
And like still, it'll be fine. Yeah, I have a mantra on my leg, which obviously I don't follow the Buddhist religion anymore, but the mantra was the mantra for compassion, and that obviously you can still go through life and that can still mean something to you. And then I have a Leviathan cross on me from when I was kind of more looking into Satanism and what that kind of represented and stuff. And even though again
Now-
I don't identify with these things.
Just a wee quick
Oh.
interruption there. When
Oh.
you say Satanism, it is not worshipping the devil.
Nope. This again, we could talk about this in that episode if we do.
We will, but I just wanted to put it out there.
Yeah,
The
it is
Satanism that you were a part of for a short space of time was
Yeah.
nothing to do with the devil.
No, it's atheistic. There
yes.
was no God, there's no devil
in that belief.
in this particular kind of subsection.
Just wanted to put it out there.
I think that's important as well
Um,
because people do kind of mistake it a wee bit. And obviously in my like booth and work, I have like a lot of imagery from like Satanist things, or, you know, like my necklace literally says where is it there? 666. Just because these are things that kind of I like, and I like the numbers and what they mean, and da 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 da. But no, it is not devil worshipping.
No.
But we can get into that another episode.
We will.
But it's all interesting. Meanings and tattoos are all very interesting.
And I think they've been there for, like, when we were at was it the Surgeon Museum in Scotland?
Oh yeah, that was so cool.
And we saw one of the oldest tattoos.
Yeah.
And it was 2 swallows.
Yes.
And even back then that marked, I think it was it 2,000 or 5,000 nautical miles?
Oh, I didn't read that.
Did you not read that? No?
I think I was
So
done
when
at that point. It was a long museum.
When a sailor would get a swallow tattooed on them, it would mark, I think, I could be wrong, I think it was 2,000 or 5,000 nautical miles, so they almost earn that as a badge.
That's cool.
So even back then, there was a meaning attached. It wasn't an emotional deep meaning. It was, do you know, even if you were hiring sailors and you saw someone with 2 swallows, you'd be going, they're a veteran. They have sailed a lot. So it served a purpose.
Yeah, it's similar in like Polynesian tattoos. All of those different shapes and symbols, they mean such specific things that only the culture would know. And so, I don't know, I think whenever it got brought over here, it kind of got changed a lot.
I'm very
here, as in
upset.
like more of like the Western kind of world. That's a controversial take
'Cause
on whether I like it or not.
I recently watched a short documentary on them.
Did
I
you?
can't remember the name of. There was a name for the specific. It's not even the tattoo. It's they go through the process of it. Each person will have something different depending. It's generational, so it passes down through their families, the different shapes and everything.
So interesting.
And you would see them get their face from their, like, you would see a lot of them from their mouth down to their
I
chin.
love them. See, especially on women as well. It looks so
Yeah.
that like the 2 lines or the 1 line or whatever looks so cool.
And in that culture, it's not just a tattoo. It's your families. It's your how you grow up. It's everything. So yeah, when people get Polynesian, now I don't see a lot of people getting the face tattoos.
No, that's
But
a
when
different
people
level.
from outside of that culture get it, I would be upset if I was in that culture because it is so deeply rooted to who they are. Like,
Yeah.
these aren't just tattoos. These are a rite of passage as people get older,
Yeah.
as they become men or become women as they get older. So there is deep. I would love to watch that documentary again, actually, and we can
Yeah.
chat about it, because that is something that's like the history of tattoos, and in modern day they still use that.
Yeah, the history of tattoos is so interesting because, yes, you have like the Polynesian or the Maui kind of culture, or there's the Japanese
Are you
tattoos.
Maori?
What did I say?
Maui?
Oh shit! That's so embarrassing. Oh no, I'm so incredibly
Maybe
white.
it is pronounced that.
It's not. It's not. It's what you said.
Is it Maori? Yeah, Maori is one of the Polynesian.
Maui
Maui's-
is from Moana.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm an idiot.
which is a great movie.
Great
So I'm
movie.
just looking at our story for today.
Yes. Okay. There's a couple. Is
There's a
there? Do you want to give
couple
me some
here.
choices?
So let me read out just the titles, and then you can pick.
Okay.
So the first one is, am I the a-hole for keeping asking the girl I'm seeing about her name tattoo?
Okay.
Sounds a bit funny.
Okay.
Am I the a-hole? My dad got a tattoo in the style of our matching tattoo with his new family, and now I want to get mine covered.
Oh.
That would break me.
Oh no.
This one is my 20... I'll drop out. Do you know the way they put in the ages and stuff?
Oh, it's like,
that confuses me.
27 or whatever. Yeah.
My boyfriend wants me to get a tattoo that symbolizes him because I have a matching tattoo from a previous relationship. I don't want to get it.
Oop.
And
Okay.
then the last one is, am I wrong for getting a tattoo in a foreign language?
Oh. Okay.
So what one would you like?
Ooh. What? The family one, because you said that would make you cry.
Okay. Hold on there. No, that's grand.
Yeah?
There was a trigger warning, but it's not.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
And there's a mood spoiler. It says sad. Just in case you...
okay. Well, so this is definitely not. It's not that deep, but it is.
Well, we'll see. It's a bit of a long one, so I'll see if I can condense it
Okay.
ever so slightly.
Okay. Go ahead.
Are you ready?
I'm listening. Is this an Am I the Asshole?
This is no.
No, it's what Reddit is it in?
It's a Redditor update, so there must have been
Oh, there
updates
must have
to the
been
story.
multiples.
But
Oh,
we'll just
okay.
read what they've got.
Okay.
Are you
let's
ready?
go for it. Yes. I'm
My
listening.
father and my mother divorced 3 years ago. I live with my mother. My father remarried a year ago, and his wife has 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my dad got matching tattoos 2 years ago. It was a simple outline tattoo of a photo of us.
Oh, I know those ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very Kilby style.
After my dad got married, things started to get a bit more distant between us because he started to spend more time with his new family. Besides that, I think he doesn't want to see me around them. I don't know why. After all, I've never treated his wife or his stepchildren bad. Yesterday, he refused to meet me on a weekend when we were supposed to spend time together, saying he was unavailable, and he reposted a story of him hanging out with his new family.
Oh, no.
While looking at the photo, I saw that he got a new tattoo on his arm. It was an outline tattoo of a photo of him with his new family, just like the tattoo that he got with me.
Oh.
Now, I know millions of people have these tattoos and it's not my original design. Still, I'm disappointed that he got a tattoo with his new family in the same style as ours because I always thought that tattoo was special between us. Now I'm thinking of getting it covered or removed. I called my dad in the evening and asked him why he was hanging out with his family instead of meeting me. And he had said that they had planned it earlier, which doesn't make sense because it was agreed in court after the divorce that I could spend time with my dad every weekend.
Oh.
So
That's so sad.
that is quite sad.
Does that make you feel sad?
It's sad in a way, but it's difficult on a Reddit post. The dad would have his side of things.
Yeah, of course. I think it's more just that it was the same style. Like, can you imagine if now it's different because it's a was the writer a boy or girl?
A boy.
A boy. So it's obviously a father and son tattoo. So that's a bit different. But can you imagine if like maybe it's slightly different, but if I had a matching tattoo with like an ex partner and then we got the same vibe of matching tattoo and
It wouldn't feel special.
no,
It would
it's
feel-
the style that's kind of not, that doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Matching tattoos are fine. It's whatever.
Yeah, and I think if the dad had got, he was like, look, I have a relationship, and I think the son would understand that.
Yeah.
But
Especially if they're into tattoos.
yeah,
That's
but
normal.
I think the style, that would feel almost like you're kind of shoehorning in a way.
Yeah.
like kind of pushing them in. I see them how I see you. If it was me, I would be going, but it's not the same. They're your stepchildren. I am
Yeah.
your real children.
Yeah.
Now, this is coming from someone, I'm not a parent. I don't know how that would feel.
Yeah, neither of us are from families where there is like divorce and,
Yes,
and
so
other
it,
families
it
and stuff.
could be a completely different thing.
Yeah, it could feel different.
Plus, I am very sensitive, so
Are
I'm,
you? You're a little sensitive soul.
I am.
Oh,
So
bless.
I don't think I would have a very good compass in how I would say is the right way. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to kind of feel it. I think that if it was me, I would be incredibly upset.
I think I would throw a fit. Honestly, I think I would be like, I'm covering my tattoo. I don't want this.
Because the
just-
specialness
yeah,
of
the
it
special is
would be
gone.
ruined.
Yeah.
It's like if I got a matching tattoo with you,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got the same style
Yeah.
with somebody else.
We have our stamps. So we
Yes.
got that in March.
Yeah.
We got our little matching stamps because we were quarantine pen pals, which is adorable. But if you went and got a stamp with, even if it was your mum who means so much
Yeah.
to you, it would still not feel great.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely something that would be more special between you and your mum that you could get. Do you know what I mean?
But it feels like it almost cracks the link.
Yeah.
With a matching tattoo, there is a link between yours and mine.
Yeah.
If I got the same one with somebody else, that link
Mm-hmm.
isn't there anymore. It's a triangle.
Even if it wasn't the same thing exactly, because obviously theirs wasn't the exact same thing, but it's the same style and that like outline of a photograph. I don't know if you've ever seen those types
Yes,
of tattoos.
it's like a monoline.
Kind of, yeah. There's
Yeah.
usually like no facial features
Yeah.
and it's like kind of very simplistic. But it's the same style. It's very specific. So that
No,
would
I-
annoy me.
they
Like if you
said-
got a stamp with someone else, I'd
Yeah.
be like, oh,
They said they were heartbroken, and I can understand that. I
Yeah.
would be.
that would
I
feel
would
really
be
shit.
very heartbroken.
So I don't think they're overreacting.
No, it would be horrible to feel like you have to get it removed or covered up, because that would be hurt. That's from a place of hurt where you don't even want to see it yourself.
Yeah. That
you
would be,
know.
yeah, because I get that. Yeah, sometimes you do get tattoos and then maybe the reason you got it gets like spoiled or tainted. I don't know if you've ever had that, but I definitely have,
Yeah.
without like going into deep details.
No, I have. I have, and the want to get something removed from your body because the meaning has been tainted.
Yeah, that would
It's
really
sucky.
suck. Yeah, that would really suck. But that was interesting. I like that.
It was a kind of, it made the end of the episode kind of going a bit of a down though.
You don't like that?
Oh no, I like to be happy. I like to be happy. I like to be excited. I
you
like to
want-
smile. I like nice,
Yeah.
happy things.
Do you want to hear something happy then?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Fill the void for a second while I get my
Okay.
phone. Enjoy this.
Okay. So today I'm wearing my jamboree hat. It's again for anyone that's listening on just audio. I feel a bit sorry because it is a lovely hat. I've just waited for the correct moment to wear it, and I thought today was the day.
It's very fun.
It is very fun. It's got all different camps on it. I've never been to a camp. I couldn't leave home. I'm a home bird. It always scared me to leave.
Okay, we're just going off on a wee tangent now.
Yeah.
I'll bring you back. Bring you back.
Reel me back like a fish. A fish out of the water. And here we go. Something nice to finish the
Something
episode,
happy.
please.
I had one of my very lovely clients message me, and they were sending me a message about, I think it was about our first episode.
Okay.
Would you like to hear what they said?
I would love to.
So it was very sweet. They said, I hope you're well. Just wanted to let you know that your podcast really made me feel a lot better about my new job anxiety today and reminded me it's not that deep, especially when you both talked about being shit before you can get good at something.
Oh, good.
Isn't that really
That
sweet?
is really nice.
It's really nice. That really made me happy.
Sometimes whenever somebody kind of echoes back what you said, it sinks in a bit more. And you do have to be to get better, pardon the language. You
Oh,
do.
he swore! He swore!
You do.
Sorry, that's loud.
And and it is nice. So I hope that was, did you say first day or job interview? Sorry.
No, I think it was first day on the job.
I hope it went well because
I know, I should have asked.
that's
I will ask
that's a
them.
big thing. Do you know? So hopefully, and hopefully other people are getting a bit of. Do you know? Even if
Yeah.
it is washing the dishes, I like listening to the podcast while doing housework
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
because it's calming. It feels like I'm a part of a conversation, but I'm not
Yeah.
forced to talk.
Yeah.
That's
that
why I
is
like
nice.
podcasts.
Yeah, I also like learning things. We're not teaching anything.
Yeah,
but
anyone today has learned that Mauis get Polynesian tattoos.
Maui, Mari, Mawam.
But that's lovely. And do you have any other nice things? I just love nice things, you know.
You just like nice things?
I do.
I did have a couple of people message really lovely things that they love the podcast. I have one of my clients is a bus driver.
lovely.
She's like the coolest person ever. And she was saying that she would listen to it when she's driving.
Oh, that's awesome. Put
She
it on the
actually,
radio.
oh yeah, well, like just the general radio, Q radio.
Belfast Gliders.
Yeah, just
Do you know,
put it
just
out there.
playing our podcast.
Imagine. She actually sent in whenever I asked about meanings to tattoos, and she sent in one about a tattoo that she got, which was a little strawberry cow. And
Oh,
it was so
lovely.
cute. It was like a little cow with like a strawberry like hat, and it looked like a little strawberry. It was very cute. And the meaning for that was because she would you say rears cows? Do you rear a cow?
I think that's the term. I'm not
I
well
should-
versed
I
in
should know. But
farming.
basically, this little baby ginger cow, its mum, I'm bringing it down again, but its mum had died, and she had to like rear the cow herself from when it was a baby, and it was this little cute ginger thing, so she got a little strawberry cow.
That is quite sad.
No, it's
Do you have another
sweet.
happy story now? You have to bring it back up again. This is what happens.
Do you know what? Meanings for tattoos, whenever I asked people like about the meanings, they were all quite deep and memorial, or they were all not like sad. They're never sad.
They're
just-
emotive.
they're emotional.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm trying to think of a tattoo that I have on me that maybe is a happy meaning.
I have a tooth tattoo on me because I'm missing the tooth.
That's cool. I like that.
And
And,
that
you
is-
have your mum tattoo, mom.
Yeah, I have
Your
my
mom
American mom tattoo.
Yeah,
I have Spike from Buffy.
you do. I have the steak from Buffy.
Yeah,
On
that's
my shin.
happy.
Happy
so I
things.
think that's a good place to
You wanna-
end the
You
podcast.
want to finish it there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, can I actually just give a shout out?
Yes,
Because
of course.
there's the guys that I use for my booking system, Get
Yeah.
Ink, they had messaged me as well and said some really lovely things about the podcast, which I really appreciated. So I
Awesome.
just wanted to kind of give them a shout out because they're cool. Get
And what are they
Ink.
called?
Get Ink.
Get Ink.
Get Ink. And when my book's open, on the 1st of June, then
Yeah.
that's the people I use for like the booking form. It's really fun. It's really cool.
It
You
is.
booked in with me through it.
I did, and I liked it because it was like creating a character.
Yeah,
It
you
was
got to
asking me-
pickle. We like menu drop down
Yeah,
menus and
it's our,
stuff.
where do you want it? Ooh,
There was all
my
the
arm,
options.
my back. What size do you want? And it said it gave like kind of,
Didn't it do one that was like digestive size or
Yeah.
like coaster size or something? That
but
was
it
fun.
was very fun to
Yeah.
go through. I liked it. So yeah, no, shout out to them. They're lovely.
They're cool. Yeah. So-
Lovely.
but do you wanna end the episode? Have we had lunch? We should probably go get food or something.
Well, first, before that, would you like to tell people where they can follow us?
Oh, sorry, I'm
get
just all-
updates,
I'm just occupied with
food.
food.
Yeah.
Usual. They can get updates on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. On the Instagram, there's like the link tree, and that has everything.
Yeah.
And TikTok, which I will start
And what's
uploading.
our Instagram handle?
It's not that podcast.
And what's our YouTube and Spotify?
This feels like a pop quiz.
It's not that deep.
Is it not?
You like
It's not.
that?
It's not that deep.
It ain't that deep.
I think we should do a whole podcast with that accent. I think
Yeah.
it's perfect.
But yes, follow along. We're
Yes.
starting to post our clips.
Yes,
whenever
what you're
we
making, they're beautiful.
Yes, and when
Love
we
them.
post the announcement for this on Instagram, we'll include photos of our tattoos, our meaningful tattoos, and we'll
Yes.
see if we can get some other people to send us theirs.
Yeah.
Might put them up,
That would be cool.
and then follow us on our TikTok.
I think it's intd.podcast.
Yep,
And
and
we'll-
it's in the link of our Instagram as
Yeah,
well.
so
And if you're-
everything will be there.
If you're listening on YouTube, everything is in the description. All of our
Yes.
links, all of our socials,
Sam does all of this.
and please
If you can't tell.
subscribe and follow.
Oh my God. Like and subscribe.
Yes.
And comment. Leave a comment. No, I can't.
Comments are the best. Leave a comment on Spotify. You can leave comments.
Yeah.
Please do, because it's lovely to read through them.
Oh my God, we get such a buzz, clearly. Because
Yes, we really
someone
do.
reads or like sends me a message and I'm like, oh my God, when do you hear this? People are so nice.
So
It's
if you've
lovely.
listened,
Yes.
leave a comment,
Yeah.
say something, because it's lovely to
Anything.
read.
Even just making fun of me, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Or tell me your tattoo meanings or how you think his outfit looks.
Yeah, I
That's
think my
nice.
outfit looks pretty dope today.
Yeah, I think you look cool.
And always remember, it's not that deep. It really
It's
isn't.
really not.
Even when you've went 1 versus 1 against the sun and you come out not on top.
Yeah, or you go 1 versus 1 against a Red Bull and you're a bit sweaty and shiny, and you
Yeah.
also don't know what cultures are called.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
It's really not.
Everybody